Andrew Weatherall, I mean, for me personally, and I know for many people, has consistently done great, colossally great things. I think one of the greatest things about him is his kind of bloody-mindedness and how he sticks to his guns, and he never really kind of sold out at a time when he could have done and done, a lot of things for the sake of financial gain. And I mean, I personally have been influenced by him, by that quite directly. Music was obviously the kind of central, influence, and not just to be kind of a pop star DJ when he could have done. I'd say even more so than other people who actually went on and did that. So for that, I think that's just a small kind of wedge of, I think, what he's about. I think as a producer, he has pretty much set the blueprint for what many of us are kind of still trying to do. And I think as a producer in the sense of what I really like, producers to be, and it's about taste, and it's about making decisions based on your taste and your musical kind of like horizons. I think it's responsible for, I would say, arguably the greatest remix of all time in Loaded, which unfortunately doesn't get the credit as being a remix, but that's what it kind of was, really, I think, because for many of you who don't know, it used to be a track called I'm Losing More Than I Ever Had, which I think was on a Primal Scream album, on the one previous to Screamadelica, and he kind of just took it apart and reassembled it in just such a way that I think it deserves to be acknowledged as its own track. It definitely soundtracked many of our youth. Like I said, but not to say that it's something that's kind of influenced me directly, because it's always something that I felt was kind of necessary, and obviously he feels it's necessary as well. But it's just not to kind of bond yourself down to one kind of style of music, and to be and to make sure that you kind of feed people different music, or the option of being able to get into different music if they are into what you do in a different style, So I think for that, I think he's one of the, for me, like, he's one of the few guys that I think deserves to actually be called, to be recognised as a DJ, as a great DJ as well. I mean, there's a lot of DJs, for me personally, who aren't DJs, and that's where we are now with stuff, So it's good to have, sort of someone to kind of look up to in that way.